like I was gonna give up on comedy, and then I saw you when I came back.
Now you're not on the
I'm
antidepressants,
not on Prozac anymore. Yeah, I feel a lot better.
but you're off all the drugs
Yeah,
and you feel better.
yeah,
Interesting. So the drugs made you feel worse.
yeah.
Right.
I think that's gonna upset some people.
Yeah. Well, you can edit it out.
What's your stance on antidepressants?
Well, I mean, I'm not a psychiatrist. I just study psychology. You know what I mean? And my mom was a therapist.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I don't really. I think drugs are good if they work for you.
Mm.
For me, I think I tried getting put on Zoloft or one
Oh,
of those
really?
things maybe like 5, 6 some odd years ago.
Huh.
But it just made me more depressed.
Oh, yeah.
But it didn't
Also,
make
you're in the same boat.
well, it didn't make me depressed because like I was feeling depressed. It was just my mind. I was like, what kind of am I allowed to swear?
Yeah.
Okay. I was like, what kind of fucking bitch am I? And this is no offense to anybody who's on mental drugs or whatever, but it just created this cycle of like I need medication. I can't fix this myself. Because of like it takes like 3 months to kick in or some shit. But I don't know how long it takes. So
Yeah.
but then I stopped and I just felt better for not feeling like a little bitch. But I'm still depressed all the time.
You don't seem depressed now.
Well, I mean, happy people don't usually seem depressed. Look at Robin Williams. I think about hanging myself every night.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't hang myself. I just want to die in my sleep. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Oh. Apparently, they have safe euthanasia in Switzerland.
In Canada too.
Yeah.
I heard about that. Yeah, I'm excited.
You're gonna do it?
I mean, at some point, depends on how much it costs. I mean, if I have the money and if I'm like done, if I'm like, yo, this is fucking, I'm going to Canada. I used to live in New York.
What? Where?
I don't know, all over. I mean, all
Really?
over, like Manhattan.
Were you there a while?
Like on and off, like sometimes 4 years, sometimes 3 years.
Really?
Yeah,
Maybe you were there at the same time.
probably.
Were you doing comedy at the time?
The first time I was.
Oh.
Why? When were you there?
2012 to 2020.
I think I left in '08.
Oh, really? You were there a long time ago.
Yeah.
Mm.
What are you taking notes?
Yeah, I take notes on everyone.
Nice.
Is that Bob Marley?
Yeah. How'd you know?
Are you a big fan?
I mean, I'm not. I like his music. I'm not a fan of anybody.
Oh, by the way, Ashoka, I'm going to ask you weird questions because otherwise it's going to be boring.
You can ask me whatever. Oh, we started?
Yeah, we started.
Oh, okay. You did. Okay.
So there's no stopping,
Okay.
and then we can edit things out.
You can do whatever you want.
Yeah, but it's going to be kind of like between two ferns, kind of.
Okay. Perfect.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Okay.
Ashoka, you're black.
I say so, but mixed.
Half?
Half black, half Jew.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know the Jew part.
Yeah, because you don't listen to me ever when I talk.
I don't.
It didn't say so on ChatGPT. It doesn't say.
It doesn't.
Oh, well, guess I gotta fix that.
Your dad's Jewish?
Mom.
Oh, really?
Yeah. That's something else.
So that means you're really Jewish.
Look at you. You know you're whatever. you know the same thing that people tell me whenever I say it. Oh, that means you're really Jewish. Your mom's a Jew. The men don't count.
You don't seem half Jewish.
How do I seem?
I thought you were also Peters at one point.
He's Indian.
Yeah.
Oh, I seem Indian-y?
Yeah.
Okay. What makes me seem Indian? Just my look?
Just the look.
Okay, but now I'm not walking around like this or anything.
Your dad is black.
Oh yeah.
Is he full black?
I mean, from what I know, I mean, his mom was black. He didn't know his dad, so but he is black. Like the whole side of that family is black. DC black. North Carolina.
They met in D.C.
Who?
Your parents?
Oh yeah, my mom and dad met in DC.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
What were they doing there?
My dad was just living there, and my mom was also living there, teaching English in school. Who's that? Your neighbor? Yeah. Spotify.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry, I'm gonna shut it down.
That's okay. You have Spotify. I wish I had Spotify.
Some kind of weird sleeping baby music.
Yeah.
Are they still in DC or?
No, Dad's in Texas.
Oh really?
With my sister.
You have a sister?
Yeah.
Older sister?
Yeah.
What she do?
She runs her own thing. It's not a church, but I don't know what the other word for it would be.
She runs a church?
It's not technically a church, but that's what it is.
Oh wow.
I don't know how to call it. It's their own
cult?
Sure, I guess you can call it whatever I don't know what you would call it. They have their own religion.
Oh really?
Yeah.
What's your religion?
I'm just whatever.
Huh.
Yeah.
You're like a weird person.
Why?
Wait.
Wait, why? What's your religion?
I don't know.
Exactly. So how's that any different? No, I mean I believe in God and
Nice. Me too.
spirits and energy and ghosts and
Nice.
well, not goblins. Maybe. I don't know. Whatever you can think of probably exists. You know what I'm saying?
Have you been an artist all your life?
An artist?
Yeah. Like a soul-wise, artistic soul-wise.
Oh. Maybe.
Oh.
Aren't we all? Aren't we all?
Oh,
Mm,
that's true.
yeah.
But most of us lose it, I think.
Yeah, but I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I never really considered comedy an art or writing an art, but I guess it is.
Oh,
But I guess it is. I always thought of artistic people as like, more like you, fucking,
painters.
or just like people who have artistic souls. They have plants and decorations and art and shit like that. Like me, I've always had like a clinical, more like I feel like I should have been in India and just studied like science or math or some shit because I don't like that shit. But at the same time, I'm not like I want to go see Dave Matthews Band or Tyler the Creator down at whatever downtown. I'm like too lazy to do any of that
Oh, me
stuff.
too.
I don't go to museums. I don't fucking have a guitar.
Yeah.
I don't know the words to songs and shit. I had a guitar. I never played it.
Oh,
You know what I'm
nice.
saying? So I never considered myself like, oh, I'm an artist.
Oh.
I do comedy because it's my art. Makes sense.
That makes sense.
Okay.
But you've been pursuing like acting and comedy for a long time.
Comedy and writing, not acting.
Not
No,
acting. I
no.
thought
No, I might say that. I mean, I've done some acting, but that's just
because you have an IMDb.
I mean, sure, but I don't.
Oh, really?
I don't really-
How long have you been comedian actor?
Since I was
Writer.
a writer since probably 12. Since I started calling myself a writer, probably 1999.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Why you gotta say it like that?
No, I mean you're
Is that a long time?
It is.
Yeah,
It's
you're
not a
right.
short time.
Yeah, you said about 30 years or so.
You are an artistic soul.
Well, yeah, but I don't sit down and go like, I'm being so artistic. I'm just writing.
um,
I'm not writing artsy things. I'm not like, and my thoughts about the moon.
I
I'm just like, fuck it, I'm a machine. I'm just like, I'm gonna write this. This is gonna be funny. People are gonna like it. But then,
don't think there's anything wrong with that.
Okay.
What inspired you towards comedy and writing?
Was it comedy? Well, always, the typical like turn everything into a joke since the time you're a kid. Blah blah blah. Never thought about doing stand up. Just you're that dude. Like, oh, you're the funny guy. Blah blah blah.
Were you class time?
Yeah, it was class town. And then when I went to school in Maryland University, a friend of mine, he's still in comedy. He thought I don't know if he thought I was funny. I always go negative because I don't have like LA. I never had the LA. Good for you. Go get it, Tiger friends. Like I grew up, with real friends. Like we laugh at each other when we fail.
Yeah.
So he was like, you should come do a mic with me because I think he wanted to see me bomb.
Oh.
And I was like, I'm not gonna fucking bomb. So I went with him to this mic, did it, and then did well.
Oh, nice.
And then you get the bug, like, oh, I got this. I'm
Yeah.
gonna do this again. And I think I don't know, kind of like a selfish way. He probably wanted someone to go to mics with him. So now I'm like, I'll go with you all the time. So the plan worked, I guess.
Was that in Baltimore?
That was it was maybe an open mic in DC or Maryland. I have no idea. So long ago.
How old were you?
1920.
You were in college then?
Mm-hmm.
What was your major?
Psychology.
Really?
Yeah.
How was that?
I mean, I just chose that my senior year because my counselor was like, you got to pick a thing to graduate. I was like, well, what's the easiest thing I could do? And she was like, you could either do psychology or accounting. I was like, I'm not fucking with numbers. And she goes, well, psychology's pretty easy. So I said, I'll do that one. I just chose psychology.
And what happened after you graduated?
Moved to New York.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
For comedy?
At that time, I was thinking, I was doing comedy in DC, whatever. But I think at that time, comedians were doing comedy like to be like, ooh, I want to be in TV and movies. So I thought that I wanted to be an actor. So I think I went to New York. I was like, I'm gonna do work in background and also do comedy, but the goal is to have a TV show. You know, I was back then. I thought that was the path you were supposed to take, but I didn't even like acting, so I just felt like that's what I'm supposed to do. And of course, I was also way better looking. So people would just be like, "Yo, you should be an actor. You should be an actor." I'm like, "Oh, thank you. I should be an actor, but I don't want to be an actor."
This was like 2000, right?
Oh, that was 94, 5, 4
Whoa.
or 5. What do you mean? Oh, is that a long time ago?
Yeah, because you seem pretty young.
Thanks. Yeah.
I actually saw you at the Improv in 2023 when I didn't really know you very well, and you did very well.
I did?
Yeah. You don't remember?
No.
It was like summer of 2023. You were there at the happy hour mic.
Yeah.
You don't remember?
No.
Oh.
No, nothing came of it.
I think you were making fun of yourself for like looking Indian or something.
Yeah, I probably have to do that a lot. Still probably do those jokes.
You don't get up at the Improv?
No.
Oh.
Mm-mm.
Do you still go to that mic?
I went for the first time in about a year last week.
Oh, how was it?
Same as always, just sat in the back and didn't get up and just left. I mean, that's just the game of it, whatever. Yeah. So.
It's probably not true, but do you think it's like a mix of like, we can edit this out, but it's not like racism or like ageism or anything like that? Or?
Nah.
Oh, okay.
I don't think so.
I'm trying to get you in trouble.
Oh no, I'll say shit whenever gets me in trouble. No, I don't think there's ageism, mixism. I think all the mics. I think they do a mix of people that they have seen around, and then it's also a legitimate lottery. So I don't think it's a full lottery. I don't think it's a full blank guessing thing. I think, but if you're a comic, that's what you strive for. You want to be in that thing where you're gonna get picked.
Yeah. I thought you mentioned that you're from like Dominican Republic.
St. Thomas, Caribbean. That's where I was born.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wait, it doesn't make sense. I thought
How come?
Your parents met in Maryland.
Yeah, what, people can't travel?
Oh, so they had sex in this island?
Yeah. They had sex in St. Thomas, my dad and my mom. Then they had my sister. She was born in Puerto Rico, though.
Wow, they traveled a lot.
Well, Puerto Rico's only a 20-minute flight. But yeah, I don't know why they did that. But I think to give her U.S. citizenship, I guess, maybe. I don't know. Well, St. Thomas is a territory, too. I don't know why they went to Puerto Rico.
But they weren't citizens?
No, they were. But I mean, I don't know, because my sister did that, too, with one of her kids. She took them to Israel, had the kid in Israel, so that he could
Why did she do that?
So, because they want that shit. It's like why people, be like, I'm going to have my son in Canada so they can have dual citizenship in case, like, oh no, Trump's president. Now my son can move to Canada.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah, people do that. It's a smart move. You could have multiple passports.
Mm. In Korea, most people just want to get out of Korea. That was never an issue. You just come to America and just stay in America.
Yeah, why America? Why not go to like Thailand? Thailand.
Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, why not that? That would be more. It would make no sense. Why would you come to America?
Well, America was, at least back in the day, America was the place to go. Maybe not anymore, but you don't like it here?
Never. I mean, no, I like America.
Yeah.
I just don't like LA.
Oh, really?
Or maybe a lot of California. I just don't pay attention to a lot of California, but I pay attention to where I'm at, and I don't like Los Angeles.
Do you not fit in with the Los Angeles culture?
I mean, I don't fit in culture per se, but it's easier for me to have culture in any other city.
Really?
Yeah, because I can just walk outside, Chicago, New York, Nashville, wherever the hell you can walk. I'm like, oh, I think I might want to go to a museum.
Yeah.
I can get some culture. I can see some people, whatever. But here I'm not like, oh, I think I might want to drive downtown to go to a museum. That's not happening.
Why not?
Because I'm not going to sit 45 minutes, get downtown, then pay $25 looking for parking, find parking, then go walk around, step over dog, human shit, whatever. Look at the museum, like, okay, that was fun. So now I fucking got to drive another hour and a half back or whatever in traffic to get back home. Also, that I can be like, yeah, I saw Monet. Great. Which is, I'm sure it's beautiful. But
I was like on antidepressants. It was really bad.
Okay.
But I just remember it distinctly because like I was going to give up on comedy. And then I saw you when I came back. So I was like, I don't know why I remember it.
Yeah. So wait, did you?
It's not relevant.
So now you're not on the antidepressants.
I'm not on Prozac anymore. Yeah, I feel a lot better.
But you're off all of the drugs.
Yeah.
and you feel better.
Yeah.
Interesting. So the drugs made you feel worse.
Yeah, I think that's gonna upset some people.
Yeah. Well, you can edit it out.
What's your stance on antidepressants?
Well, I mean, I'm not a psychiatrist. I just study psychology. You know what I mean? And my mom was a therapist.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I don't really. I think drugs are good if they work for you. For me, I think I tried getting put on Zoloft or one of those
really?
things maybe like 5, 6 some odd years ago.
Huh.
But it just made me more depressed.
Oh yeah.
But it didn't
So
make.
you're in the same boat.
Well, it didn't make me depressed because like I was feeling depressed. It was just my mind. I was like, what kind of? Am I allowed to swear?
Yeah.
Okay. I was like, what kind of a fucking bitch am I? And this is no offense to anybody who's on mental drugs or whatever, but it just created this cycle of like, I need medication. I can't fix this myself. I need medication. Oh, I gotta take this. I gotta take this. And I wasn't getting happier. I was just getting more and more angry. Like, oh, I gotta take this. I'm not feeling better. I don't feel happy. Anyway, so I probably didn't do it long enough because of like, it takes like 3 months to kick in or some shit. But I don't know how long it takes. So,
Yeah.
But then I stopped and I just felt better for not feeling like a little bitch. But I'm still depressed all the time.
You don't seem depressed now.
Well, I mean, happy people don't usually seem depressed. Look at Robin Williams. I think about hanging myself every night.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't hang myself. I just want to die in my sleep. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Apparently they have safe euthanasia in Switzerland.
In Canada, too.
Yeah.
I heard about that. Yeah, I'm excited.
You're going to do it?
I mean, at some point, depends on how much it costs. I mean, if I have the money and if I'm, like, done, if I'm like, yo, this is fucking, I'm going to Canada. I'm going to sign me up.
What if we just put it on a credit card and then you just die?
Oh, they probably don't take credit cards. They probably don't do that.
No, don't die, Ashoka.
I'm not going to die. It's just be assisted suicide.
What do you think is causing kind of the mental health?
My depression? Yeah. Probably LA a lot. But I've been depressed my whole life or whatever. So, but LA definitely helps it. I wasn't as depressed in New York. I'm not as depressed in real cities or good cities, if you will. But then also, I mean, a therapist would be like, your childhood, your mother, your relationship with your mother. She was a narcissist. Your father, he was a narcissist. You didn't come from what you considered a loving, nourishing home, and you wanted attention from your mother, and you never got that. So you lashed out as a comedian and made jokes, and you're really bitter and angry that your mother didn't give you what you needed as a child, and now you're searching through that, but you're pushing people away.
Very accurate.
Yeah, that's probably what they would all say, and I've known that for years, but it doesn't solve the problem. I mean, I guess you got to sit through therapy like, I know. Okay, yes, I'm sad. I forgive my mother. I forgive, but it's not their fault. I'm a grown man. I let them move on. I'm living in the present. I'm doing all the now, being, living, all that stuff in the present, whatever. Yeah, sure. Still ain't happening. Still not. I'm not still waking up being jolly. You know?
Do you have a significant other?
No, that would.
Are you on the apps?
I mean, I've been on the apps for like 20 years, but I don't pay attention really. I mean, I swipe, but I don't really ever match or I haven't gone on one of those dates in 20 years probably, but I still have it for toilet bowl times.
Me too.
Yeah.
Do you meet anybody?
No. Sometimes I'll get like one match, but it'll be some Russian bot from like, I'm Oksana. I'd like to come to talk to you.
Oh no.
I don't trust any girl that's above a 5. If she reaches out and says hi, I'm like, that's a bot. It's not real.
Thing.
OnlyFans are not real. No way.
What about in real life?
Real life, it's hard because it's like I don't have an office where I'm working with other people.
Yeah.
Professional world like New York, you got professionals and they're all hot or attractive-ish, whatever. Here, it's just us doing open mic comedy and the female comics. Regardless of what you say, in my opinion, I don't want to. There's none that I really find attractive. They're all pretty dumpy. So it's like I'm not around. I'm not around women.
It's gonna be in the trailer.
Yeah, I'm not around women that much.
Sorry to hear that.
Yeah, I go to a bar, but.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, but it's not often that you come across something that's good. I mean, I'm no prize either. I'm just saying.
There's a bunch of speed dating events that are signed up for if you're interested.
Huh? Yeah, but the girls that show that, they probably must look. Well, you have different taste than I do.
Oh, what kind of woman are you into?
Attractive. I like attractive women. And I think you are more just like women. You're like, oh, she can talk? Okay, nice.
It sounds like Ashoka has high standards.
I mean, depends on what's high standards.
Ashoka, you told us at an open mic that your name means without sorrow.
Yeah,
But it's kind of ironic because you're kind of depressed.
yeah, I think so.
Have you been doing therapy?
I've tried it twice or 3 times.
It didn't work.
No, I don't know.
I hate therapists actually.
You hate them?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I think they're pointless. For me.
Yeah.
For me, because I'm just like, I'm not. Nothing's changing. Put all the time in.
Oh no.
Yeah, but that's how I am with everything. Like with yoga, I've done yoga. I've gone to the gym. I've tried running, and I don't know if most people, but the stories you hear is like, oh my God, the first few months of doing yoga, it was so hard, but then I fell in love with it, and I can't go a day without doing yoga. Same thing with hiking or running. Like first, I was only running half a mile, but then after 3 months, I'm running 7 miles a day, and I get so energized.
Oh,
and I just
God.
love it. I love running every day. I've never been that way with anything. I did yoga for 5-6 years, and every time I was there, I was miserable. Came home going, well, I didn't feel any enlightenment. I was just feeling like, okay, maybe I got exercise, but I saw a bunch of shit. But the coolest shit I saw, and you could take this, it's my knowledge to you.
Yeah.
Okay, so I was sitting on the steps, Tompkins Square Park, Washington Square Park, one of those. Still a brownstone, and it was drizzling rain, and I could see each raindrop slowly, like each individual one. And I looked closer, and it looked like a sphere, like a black sphere, and they're all floating. And I'm like, oh shit, what the hell? And I grabbed one, and I looked at it, and it said, hungry. I was like, hungry? Oh yeah, sometimes I'm hungry. And then I let it go, right? And it floated back up. And then I went, oh, money. It's like, oh fuck, I don't have any money right now. Fuck, I'm hungry. That's why I'm hungry. I don't have any money. I let it go, float back up. And I felt very light. But what I realized was, those are all my problems, if you will.
Oh.
And normally what I do is I walk around like this. There are all those heavy lead spheres are stuck on me like this.
Oh.
So then I felt that. I was like, oh my God, I feel so heavy right now. And I said, oh shit. So this is what I need to do all the time. I need to let those spheres go, release that weight, and then when I want to address a certain, I can look at it and go, hungry. Do I want to deal with this problem today? All right, I'll go deal with it right now. And then go deal with it and let it go versus holding on to all this weight. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense? So I saw that clearly, like a.
This must have been a long time ago. You remember it so clearly.
Yeah, that was about 30 years ago.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like a movie.
Maybe.
Mm. Were you at like a club or something, or like at home doing it?
No, when I did the acid, no, that was just outside at the park.
With friends?
I feel like I was with one other person. Might have been a girl. Which
really?
That also helps.
Oh.
Yeah, I miss her. If it's the same one, I miss the idea of who she was back then.
What happened?
No, it was just like a summer thing. 20 years old. I mean, it's not like.
Oh.
Yeah.
Got it.
I don't know her name. I would say her name, but I don't. Oh, she might not look good now because that was 30 years ago. So I don't want her reaching out.
Are you into younger women?
I'm into women that are not my age.
Really?
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't mind if I found a hottie that looked like me. I mean, a hottie that was my age, that looked good, but it's very rare. And I know, oh my God, there's plenty of women that look good for their age. Okay, but
you don't agree?
No, that's coming from the same people that think Lizzo and Lena Dunham are attractive. Oh my God, Lizzo and Lena Dunham, they're so attractive. But are they really?
Wait, Lena Dunham?
Are these 50-year-old women really attractive? Right. You know?
Never mind.
You find Lena Dunham attractive?
No.
All right then. Well, maybe because you have eyes.
I read something that there's societal taboo on women, like men liking younger women, but we are like biologically inclined to want younger women.
Well, I guess just like for procreation? Maybe?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, just like women probably want
older men.
Well, they want they don't want too old, but they want older men for the safety and provide blah blah blah. So they want like a guy who's like maybe late 30s who has his shit together.
Right.
They prefer that's their dream, like tall, good genetics, strong, back me up, whatever. But yeah, but we as men will take. Yeah.
I'll take anything you mean.
No. I think men prefer the younger ones. Even I think every 50-year-old man, if you were to ask him if he's with just his boys and no women around, and you presented him with a 30-year-old woman and a 50-year-old woman, and you said, "Hey, you could have your pick tonight."
How about a 20-year-old woman?
I think all the men would. I think they would all lie. Well, no, they wouldn't lie. They'd be like, "Oh, 20, that's too young." Like, okay. I would send all the other men out the window and outside, and I'd say, "All right, listen, no one's gonna know. She's legal. She's coming over.
It is legal.
I know she's legal. It's coming over. This is just for you to have fun. There's no pressure. None of your guy friends are gonna know. Do you still say no?" And then I guarantee you, 80% of those same guys would be like, "I mean, it's my daughter's age. No one's gonna know. No one's gonna." I think they would still.
Really?
Yeah, I think 80%.
Because of shame?
Why they don't do it is probably because of shame and because they can't. I think if they could, like if they could get them, they probably would.
Oh.
Yeah.
But sometimes it happens.
Yeah, if they had a shitload of money, of course, yeah.
Like Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah, of course. He has a shitload of money. So you think he's not stopping anytime soon. And I mean, maybe when he gets like 60.
Okay, so you're saying that you would prefer a 30-year-old woman compared to a 20-year-old woman?
I mean, for a relationship.
Yeah.
Yeah, but even that's like supposedly so young, so much younger than me. But yeah, I'm good with something in the 30s.
Interesting. I'll look out for you, Ashoka.
Yeah, I don't trust your judgment though.
Wait, why not?
Oh God, the girls that you find attractive,
You don't like that?
I don't even know, bro.
Oh, I can bleep it out, but which one did you?
You name any you name, I'll be like no.
But they're funny and they're.
I don't care about funny.
Oh, you want like hot?
Attractive.
Who would you say is your celebrity crush?
I don't have a celebrity crush, but the strongest urge celebrity-wise would be like Sydney Sweeney. Is why I've been single so long. If that makes sense. Because
you have standards?
Sure, but my standards aren't realistic. Like realistically, I should be going after like a 48-year-old woman with 4 whatever kids or whatever the hell, and I should realistically that should be my realistic. I shouldn't be realistically going after some 30-year-old chick.
I don't think so.
Well, sure, guys don't think so, but women who are my age would be like, yes, you're absolutely right. Stop going for 33-year-old women. Get a woman your age who has her shit together, no games, blah, blah, blah. So, yes, that all sounds good in theory.
I think I'll be happier for you if you achieved your dream than you compromising.
Oh, if I fulfill my dream of like getting the girl I want?
Yeah.
And the job I want, and the comedy I want, or the stage time? Okay, yeah. I agree. Or be miserable until then. Or settle and be... Yeah, or be miserable then, because then you're settling.
Maybe if you settle and then you find out is that kind of like a movie scenario?
Or you fall in love?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've tried that too.
It didn't work out?
Yeah, I've done that a few times.
Oh, really?
I was like 19, 20, 24. I was like, let me try this. Don't have sex with them, get to know them for a few months. Then they just turn into friends that I didn't want to hang out with.
Huh.
Yeah.
It sounds like you were in a lot of different relationships.
I wouldn't say relationships. I would date girls for 2-3 months. But, yeah.
Well, at least that's something I never. My relationship experience is very low.
You never been in a relationship?
No, I have, but it was always like very infrequent.
Yeah, mine are infrequent
as
well. Yeah, I haven't hooked up with a girl in like a year.
Really?
Yeah. I'm turning into an incel.
You're turning into Ian Russo.
I'm turning into Ian Russo.
What do you think your issue is?
With what?
With going woman free for about a year.
Why I'm not having success?
Yeah.
Well, I don't pay attention to the apps. I mean, I just swipe. I'm not sending, but that's whatever. And the bars I go to, it's like not really seeing. I mean, you have the mixed age ranges. You have like hot 20-something-year-olds, a few 30-something-year-olds, but they're usually there with their whatever. And then you have like
Oh, wow.
the cougars that show up, like the 50, 60-year-old women that show up looking for dudes.
Oh, really?
But I don't want them, and they don't want me. They're there at that bar because they know that there'll be some 28, 30-year-old dude that would smash them. So it's like,
Ew.
what?
Really? I never heard about this before.
Yeah, if you go to, yeah, you could probably, if you like,
I don't really go to bars.
but if you like 50-year-old women, you could go to a bar.
Does it really happen?
Yeah, that happens. You just go there to a bar, you show them attention, they'll be like, oh, I want some young whatever.
Wow.
Yeah. But I don't want that, so it's like, yeah. And I'm not their type, because I'm their age. So they're like, I mean, they think I'm younger, but at the same time, they'd rather have, like, a nice, 28, 30-year-old.
Why are they into much younger men? Because I thought women are naturally into like older, stable people.
Well, in other places in the world, but I feel like most of the women out here are probably damaged. So it's like, if you're 40 something, you got kids, and you already divorced and got out of a relationship, you're like, that motherfucker, fuck him, I'm sick of these men. And then you're in LA and you already know that all these guys in LA are assholes. They have the same feelings we have. They're like, if I go after some rich 55-year-old guy, I know all he wants is some 25-year-old trophy girl. So why am I going to waste my time with this man boy, Peter Pan syndrome, 55-year-old guy? So they know that it's kind of pointless to go after those dudes. Granted, if one of those dudes showed them true love, like, oh, I really like you, then maybe they would let their guard down, like, I think this could be the one. But I think a lot of them are probably just as jaded as the dudes. Mm-hmm. And they're like, wow, maybe I should just bang this 28-year-old guy tonight because he's hot and I don't expect anything from him. He doesn't expect anything from me. It'll be that. But they got to really put themselves out and trust that one of these 55-year-old dudes is going to want them. They could get a 68, 70-year-old guy, but if that 45-year-old, 50-year-old woman is fairly attractive, she's going to look at the 65, 70-year-old guy and be like, ew, he's too old. She's going to want like a 45, 50-year-old guy.
Wow, this is a very complicated situation.
But those guys, if they have money, they're not fucking with her. They want the 20-year-olds. So it's a catch-22 cycle. I mean, they're still getting laid.
How do you know all this?
I'm not getting laid because girls, regardless of what age, for the most part, you can get laid. So they still have that going for them, but they're probably still depressed with their cats at home. But at least they get dick once a week or whatever.
So, but it's a one night stand deal.
I mean, I'm sure they probably want it to be more than one night stand. But if they're banging these 28-year-old guys, it all depends. Like the minute that guy gets something better, he's gonna go with that.
Oh, wow! It's kind of like a race, like a rat race.
Yeah. I mean, if you ask people, they'll probably say I'm wrong. I'm like, that's not true. There's so many good people here. You just have a bad attitude, and I know plenty of good girls and plenty of good guys. Okay, and that could be true. I'm not in that circle. I know people who have girlfriends.
Well, I think you're right about that. Like the reality of dating, it's very much like a jungle. Like yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like the lion gets choice cuts, and I'm like the hyena, just sitting there with flies on my back, looking at me like,
I don't think you're a hyena.
Fucking one of these scrappy ass bitches didn't get fed today. Maybe I can get that one. But I'm like the hyena who thinks, oh shit, should I cancel the mic? You think, or what?
Oh shit.
What do you think? I can cancel it and just go to 6. It's up to you.
Yeah. I'm sorry to make you late. I thought you were going to make it, but I didn't know that.
You want me to cancel it? I'll cancel it. I'll still pay him $5. It'll be fine.
Sorry, Ashoka.
No, it's your fault.
Yeah.
No, it's definitely your fault, though. It's your fault.
It is.
Okay. Oh, I don't have good service in here. Oh, is the
I have
service bad?
Wi-Fi.
How do I do that?
Terry Boo.
You can't
Terry
just...
Netgear 81.
Do I just...
oh, yeah, I could do the phone thing.
Do the...
Yeah, have you ever done that before?
Is that your phone?
No, it's right here.
You have 2 phones?
No, this is my phone.
What's that? This
is just my recording.
Okay.
Yeah, this is my old phone. So if you tap it, I think... Wait, isn't this how it works? Have you ever done it before? I think you need to put Bluetooth on.
My Bluetooth is on.
I think this is how it works, though, right?
It should. It should just recognize me. There it is.
Oh, there it is. Nice.
Wait, but no, just
Oh.
wait. No, it's trying to airdrop. I want Wi-Fi.
I think you're gonna get it.
Receive
Don't
only.
share your contact. No, I don't think that's. Like, could you just try signing on to Terry Netgear 81? Does this actually work?
Supposed to just. It should say, "Do you want to share? Would you share Terry's thing?"
Oh, I don't know how this works.
Let me try this again. Nope.
Or I could just give you the password.
I don't understand why this doesn't work. I don't know, Terry.
Oh yeah, the password is BBBBB11111.
Wait, where is it? Terry Netgear 81?
81, yeah.
All caps?
No, just lowercase b's.
How many? 1,
5,
2, 3, 4, 5.
and then
Okay.
5 ones, and then 1 big B.
1 big B.
Yeah. Should do it. Did you get it?
It looks like I did it, Terry Boo.
Nice.
Okay. All right, I canceled it. You happy?
We were talking about something.
We were talking about women dating,
You don't
Jungle
like the, you don't like
race.
the woman comedians.
attractive wise. There's none that I mean, I've seen some that are. I mean, I guess are attractive.
Who?
Who? No, there's in our peers or like celebrities.
Oh, whoever you think are attractive.
In general.
Yeah.
There's plenty of attractive, famous comedians.
Yeah, who though?
You got Elijah Schlesinger. She's attractive.
You like the Jews.
People think Tiffany Haddish is attractive. People think what's her name's attractive? Nikki Glaser, Ali Wong. They say she's attractive. No, I'm saying people find her attractive.
How about among our peers? You don't have to say it.
I'm trying to think who I know, but who's our peers that I know. I don't know. I don't know a lot of their names. Attractive. Like I'm like, oh, she's attractive. Yeah, I don't know. I can't think of any. I mean, not saying that they're not attractive. I just don't look at them and go, oh, damn, who's that? I mean, every time a girl goes on stage, I always wonder, like, would I ever want to, the same thing that you did or whatever, but I kept it in my mind. And 9 out of 10 times, I'm like, no thanks. And then sometimes you'll be like,
wow.
But I'm saying sometimes you see one and you're like, oh, I think I would. And I know, like, I'm sure women think the same fucking thing. And if they don't, they're lying.
I think so too.
If they see some tall guy comedian, they go, oh, if he wasn't a comedian, he could get it. Or they see, some dude go, but like, he's kind of funny. I think I would. They're just saying it in a more, like, whatever, dainty way, or the fuck the word is, more respectful way, I guess.
I was actually pleasantly surprised because some of the male open mic comedians, their girlfriends are super hot.
Yeah.
I think women are into like funny men in general.
Yeah. You figured that out, did you?
Yeah, it took me 36 years to figure that out.
Yeah. Good job.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Maybe we could date supermodels.
If you were funny.
Yeah, I think we're both funny.
Well, if you were funny and recognized by the world as funny and had millions of dollars in your pocket.
Yeah,
funny.
but some of these male comedians, they're like just broke like the rest of us.
And they have hot girlfriends?
Yeah.
Are they tall?
I don't know.
Yeah.
That kind of gives me hope.
But also your definition of who attractive is, because I don't know who you're talking about. Who are you talking about? Specifically, we're like, oh, his girlfriend's cute.
It just seems like the pattern.
Yeah, but who? Because I think you have really bad taste. Or not bad taste. You're open. You're open.
Ashoka doesn't like any woman on the list of 48 women that I listed.
That's not true. I don't know them.
What were we talking about?
You're trying to get out of telling me the boyfriends or the girlfriends.
Oh yeah. Nah, we don't have to talk about that.
Okay.
What are your hobbies?
Hobbies? I don't have any hobbies.
Really?
Yeah. It's just always writing, comedy,
Wow.
writing. I don't think there's nothing I do that's enjoyable outside of. I mean, not saying writing is enjoyable either. I don't do anything enjoyable.
Comedy's your life.
What's that?
Comedy's your life.
Yeah, like if I go hiking, I don't find it enjoyable.
Oh yeah,
Like
you're talking about that.
Like when I did yoga, it wasn't like a fun hobby. Like everything I do, yeah, there's nothing I do that's like, oh, I'm doing pottery tonight at home or painting, or yeah, there's no hobby. I would like to have a hobby. I just don't know what that hobby is. You know?
So is comedy enjoyable for you?
Only when I get up and do well.
Mm.
But I don't like having to go to mics, sit around for 3 hours till 12 o'clock at night. I don't like any of that stuff. Some people do. You know.
Do you feel left out sometimes?
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Sometimes I feel left out. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Well, I mean, not all the time, but a lot of the leaving out is in my doing.
Really?
Yeah, because sometimes people say, "Hey, come to this thing." I'm like, "I'm not driving over there. I'm too lazy. I'm not gonna do that." Hey, we're all gonna go downtown and blah blah blah. I'm not doing that.
Mm.
But if you want to come scoop me up, then I'll go or whatever it is. So I say no to a lot of things.
Interesting.
But then sometimes there'll be like cool shit. I'm like, oh, I wish I was there. Then you feel left out. And then that moment, you're like, oh, like FOMO. Like, oh man, I wish I was at the beach on 4th of July. That'd be fun. I wish I had friends that I could do that with. But those are. But I think 80% of it is my doing, and then other 20% is like, why can't I get invited to that thing?
Mm.
I wish I would have those friends. Yeah. You?
I think it's the same.
Yeah.
I don't do anything for try for it. But maybe you're just an introverted person. I'm like super introverted.
Uh-huh.
I usually just stay home.
I think I'm introverted, but I think I'm more lazy than introverted.
Really?
Like I'm also very just a miserable human being. I can't have fun around. I'm like a very superficial human being.
Really?
So like if you said we're gonna have a barbecue in Long Beach, my first thought is I'm not going to a barbecue in Long Beach. I don't want to be around Long Beach people. If you said we're going to have a barbecue in Malibu, I'd be like, that I can maybe do, but who's scooping me up? How we getting there? Is it going to be like food? What's the drinking situation? Who are the people going to be there? And if you said, oh, it's some of my friends from college, that live down in downtown LA and we're all going to drive to Malibu, I'd be like, nah, I'm good. But if you said, oh, it's my friends that live in Malibu and have a house there, I'd be like, okay, that might be some people I want to hang out with. So everything's like superficial. Like I don't go to
It sounds like you're
a diva.
Kind of particular.
I'm a diva. I'm like a fat girl. All these fat girls act like they're super hot.
Fat girls?
Yeah.
Why would they do that?
They just do.
That's stupid.
I mean, have you seen a larger woman in LA that did not have like confidence?
Now that you put it like that.
Every large female has a lot of confidence.
Why is that?
Because they get fucked, I guess. I don't know.
Why would they get fucked?
Ask the dudes that are doing them. But they do. They're like, I know my worth. I'm fine as hell. You're like, okay. But so, That's
so weird.
Yeah. I don't know what I was talking about.
I had sex with a fat girl recently.
See? There you go.
And I only did it because I wanted to make her feel good about herself. I didn't want to tell her that she was a little chubby. I didn't like that.
Uh-huh.
But I wanted her to leave thinking that she...
That's nice, because you're a nice guy.
But then I think she kind of got full of herself.
See?
She wouldn't text me back.
Yeah, because they get... Here's the thing that you can't say out loud. Women in general, and I know it's hard being a woman and blah, 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 all that stuff, but they say they don't want it, so it doesn't affect them in terms of that's not what they want. But because it's such a big deal to us. Like, we're so lonely. We want women. Women in general, unless they're terrible, but any girl who's like a 3 and above, these girls who are 3 and kind of large and dumpy and sloppy or whatever, these girls can get sex whenever they want. Granted, it won't be the dudes that they want per se, but they can still fuck dudes like you. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is like,
thanks, Ashoka.
no, but I'm saying like a guy like me or a guy like you, we can't even get girls that look like us because girls that look like us are like, I can go so much better than that. Ew, gross. We got to go for girls that look like Ian Russo. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And even those girls are getting fucked by dudes, so they're like, ew, I don't want you either. So it's that, you know, it's like, it's tough.
That's really weird.
I mean, it's just the way it is, you know.
So are we supposed to make the girl feel like she's less valuable than she thinks she is?
If you want her to stick around.
Really?
I mean, you're not supposed to say that out loud yet either, but if you want her to stick around, you got back, girl, whatever.
But I thought we were supposed to make other people feel good about themselves.
Yeah, that's what they say.
But you're not supposed to do it for women?
You don't do it in the beginning.
Oh.
In the beginning, I mean, listen, I'm old, so any female you talk to is going to say, I'm completely wrong, yada, yada, yada. Any male who doesn't live in Silver Lake, like just a man who's like, let's say a New York guy or just not a Silver Lake, whatever. A normal dude's like, oh yes, what he's saying is mostly true. So like if there's a girl you like, you cannot be like, oh my God, I like you.
Oh, really?
I like you so much. I'm not saying to be an asshole, but you just gotta be like, oh, nice to meet you. We're friends. We're cool. Da da da. But don't be like, you know what? I could see us together. Da da da. Not until you've made her come, right? So once you have sex with her and you can tell like if she had an orgasm with you and she's like giving you those highs, like, oh Terry, when can I see it? And then she starts making you sandwiches even though she can't cook and shit like that. That's when you can then slowly be like, I like you and I care about you and I want to treat you nice. Then you could be the nice Terry that you actually want to be from jump, but you got to wait until they're already sprung.
Why would you do that?
Because then they'll want to be with you. But if you start liking them from jump, they're going to go.
Why?
Because we all want what we can't have, I guess. I don't know. I mean, girls do it too. Guys and girls do it too. You know, I'll do it like if a girl acts like she doesn't like me, I'm like, oh, I like her. You know, it's just something. Not everybody.
Man, that's so weird.
Yeah.
It's like a weird mating game.
I mean, think about it. So you're saying if there was a girl that was, who's on your list that was attractive?
I mainly did it to make them feel good. I don't really.
There you go.
Some of them I like them. Some of them.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. That's why I don't know why they're getting upset. It's like we were out with these 3 20-some-odd-year-old girls the other night, and these girls are like, by all means, you look at them, 5'4", probably weigh 95 pounds, skinny, but not anorexic, just skinny. Obviously in shape. They're all like dancers.
Oh wow.
And I jokingly, whatever. Like if I'm talking to my boys, like I'm not trying to switch up how I talk to just because you're hot or whatever. So they're like, oh, we're gonna get some food. I was like, you'll like this place, and you guys look like you like to eat, so this place will be good. And I know what I'm doing, but they're like, oh my God, why would you say that? I'm like, I get it. People have body dysmorphia or whatever bullshit.
Oh, they got really upset.
Not really upset. They were laughing, but at the same time, they're like, you can't say that. Why would you say that? I'm like, really? You think I'm making fun of you based on your girl? You have a 6-pack. I got this big Buddha belly. I'm like, it's common sense that you are a very attractive female. You know, but then, you never know what they're going through. They're like, oh my God, it's been so hard for me to be 95 pounds. Who knows? So maybe you can't mention anything about a woman's body, I guess, maybe. But I mean, or you can't mention anything about a gay man's body. He might be sensitive too, or a straight guy too. Like, if I was working on my shit and someone said, hey, your stomach's looking kind of sloppy, I could be in a mental state of like, that hurts my feelings. I have feelings too. Don't say that. I could be like that.
Oh, we can't do that to gay men?
Maybe you can't do that to anybody anymore. Like if I did that to a guy in Silver Lake, I could see him like, bro, you don't talk about another man's body. You don't know what I've been going through.
Is that what they're like in Silver Lake?
That's the movie in my head.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I think we should be allowed to call out people for being
fat.
Yeah.
I mean, they do.
Because they need to work on not being fat.
That's what Lizzo did, and now she's being praised for being a skinny fat chick.
What's a skinny fat chick?
She's no longer as fat as she was, but she's still looks obviously like she was fat and is still kind of fat, you know.
And she's admired for that?
I mean, I think all her fans that were like, "You go, girl, you're a big girl, we love you," are now like, "You go, girl, we're so happy that you lost weight."
That doesn't make any sense.
No shit.
Oh.
I mean, I think the moral of the story is be happy in whatever body you choose. I think that's the motto. You know?
You don't think the moral of the story is that Lizzo needs to lose even more weight?
I don't think anything can help her at this point.
What do you think about the whole woke culture in LA?
I think it's beyond LA too. So I don't.
Just America?
Yeah, big cities. You know, major cities. You gotta pay attention to the woke. I mean, you don't have to pay attention to it, but there's I think it's everywhere besides LA. I mean, obviously LA it's more like
Sounds like you don't like it.
Or not concentrated. Yeah. Do I like the woke culture?
Yeah.
No. No. But I don't even think woke people say they like the woke culture because now it has such a bad connotation. I'm sure if you interviewed one of these girls on your list and you said, "Do you like the woke culture?" They'd be like, "No, it's not a woke. It's not even about being woke. It's just I like for people to respect people or whatever it is." So I don't know if they would even call it woke anymore. They probably don't like that label because they know it's a stupid label now.
Do you think it's toxic?
The woke culture?
Yeah.
I think it's toxic. I think it's stupid for the most part, but slightly helpful in certain things. It's just like with everything, it's like you go too far. You know, should we respect everybody? Yes, but when you are obviously a fucking dude with a beard, and now you just got a bra on, and you come up to me and you're like, "Bro," and you're like, Don't call me miss. I was sitting here eating my pie, and you said, "Excuse me, miss," and now I'm offended. Sure, I get that you think you're a woman, and you feel like you're a woman inside, and you want to be called a woman, but if some person doesn't know you and is walking down the street and sees you with a beard and bulging muscles, and you just happen to be wearing a bra, and goes, "Excuse me, sir, can I get past here?" and you're going to get offended at that person, that's on them. And then, does that make sense?
Yeah. It's a crazy world that we're living in.
I mean, I'm sure every generation probably has crazy world vibes. But yeah.
Would you say that you're a Republican?
Nah.
Are you a Trump supporter?
Nah. I don't like either side. I think it's all the same shit.
Me too.
Yeah.
What do you think about the whole ICE thing?
I don't know enough about it, but I mean, it's like, who knows? It's like the common sense is, yeah, if you're illegal, that's the problem. You got to be out of the country. Then the woke sense doesn't use the common sense. I guess I do sound like a Republican. It's like, yes, they're illegal, but they're still our brothers and sisters, and we should allow them all in. I mean, I have no idea what I'm talking about, but I feel like that's what it is. Like, yeah, sure, if it's my mom, well, not my mom, but it's family members. I was like,
yeah, like neighbors.
I'd be like, I want them to be here, but they're not legal. But fuck you, they should stay anyway. Yeah, we all want to stay. I want to get up at the fucking improv in the store. I should be getting up, but guess what? You don't have the papers, the signature, the voucher, whatever, to get on stage. So they're only letting people on stage who have put in the work. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if you want to be in the country, easier said than done. Put in the work. I wanted to live in Argentina and be a resident because I used to live down there.
Oh, really?
And I had to go put in all the work. I filled out all the documents. I thought I was going to get it. Didn't happen. So I left. Obviously, I wasn't coming back to being a home where they're trying to kill me and rape me. So I guess if you're saying that, right? That's what they're saying, or not all of them, but yeah. So I don't know. I think it's a tricky thing. But logically, it's like, if this is what the laws are, then do that. Easier said than done.
Oh, it sounds like people are invested in having some of the illegal immigrants here in LA.
They want them here.
Yeah.
Yeah, most people want them here. Who's going to do all that other stuff?
But I thought America as a country, even way before, we don't want illegal immigrants.
Well, they say they don't want them, but the people that say they don't want them still have them themselves because everybody wants a slave.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, I didn't know that.
What do you mean? You think Nancy Pelosi has a legal house? Well, by now, but I'm saying you think all these liberal, whatever, rich people. You think all their staff that clean their toilets and that do their gardening and landscaping. You think all those people are legal? I guarantee
Oh,
you.
wow.
I guarantee you there's a few Pacos and Teresas that don't have papers,
Mm.
and I'm sure I guarantee you there's a lot of rich ass liberals that go, oh no, they're gonna send Maria away. What do we do? We're gonna have to pay a Swedish woman 3 times that amount to come do this job. So, they all have.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah. I mean, also that's the movie in my head. You could be like, prove it. You're just talking shit, Shoka. Where's the proof? Show me the liberal.
But it sounds right.
Because it is probably right. I'm
Yeah.
saying probably.
I know a bunch of people who live in these really rich apartments in New York City. They're
Is that okay for the sound?
that's not air purified.
Is that gonna mess up your
It's
sound?
gonna be alright.
Okay.
But their help is all Guatemalan, Mexican.
Immigrants. I mean, legal?
I don't know.
Why don't you go ask?
That's a kind of scary thought if you think about it.
Well, it is.
I mean, don't you think it's kind of like a class/racism thing?
I was thinking about this recently also. I don't think racism per se exists. I mean, it does exist, but I think money trumps racism.
Yeah, but traditionally white people have all the money.
Traditionally, but I'm saying if you had a bunch of money, and then you went to Nashville or wherever Kid Rock lives, and you were had a shitload of money, and you could probably hang out with Kid Rock. You'd be like, oh, I like this guy, this Korean guy. He's kind of cool, I don't know. Or he has so much money he probably wouldn't even care. He'd be like, I don't care if he has money, I still don't like him. I have no idea. I don't think Kid Rock is racist. I'm just saying in general. I was trying to think of someone from the South.
Oh, you think it's more of a money thing than a racist thing?
I think money helps you not be. It's like, did you ever see Do the Right Thing, Michael Jordan?
Yeah.
She's like, he's not black, it's Michael Jordan. Or that's not like a black guy, that's Michael Jordan. Michael Jackson, Prince, if you're a celebrity, you have money. OJ, they weren't seeing OJ as a black dude. Don't let that black man in. They're like, ooh, OJ Simpson. The minute you fuck up, then they saw him as black again. But if you have celebrity status or money, I mean, come on. How many of these white parents would let their daughters date Gucci Mane or Travis Scott or whatever? You know what I'm saying? You think that dude didn't have money walking into their house, right?
Wow. So if you're rich or if you're a celebrity, it doesn't matter what race you are.
For the most part, I think in the upper echelons, like the billionaires, they're probably still like, I don't care how much he does. He's not worthy of stepping in here. Maybe.
Sounds right. Sounds too real though, Ashoka.
Sounds right.
Scary.
But there's probably also still super rich racists. Like those Dubai guys or people in Dubai. I'm sure they got so much money, and if Paris Hilton was like, I want to go to Dubai, they'd be like, we don't care about you, Paris Hilton. You don't have the money we have. Get out of here, white woman.
That's funny.
But they probably want Paris Hilton. I feel like they would want to fuck a lot of Paris Hiltons.
Is she still hot though?
Yeah, but I think they like those. They like bringing those Ukrainian, tall,
really?
skinny, blonde chicks, and they have sex with them. Like they give them.
Ukrainian chicks tend to be pretty hot.
I mean, sure.
It depends.
No, they all look hot, but
Not the best.
they just remind me of fucking, I don't know, just Timo White. That makes sense. Timo.
Timo?
Yeah.
You're into Jewish women?
Nah.
Hmm.
No.
You're into Eliza Schultzman?
No.
What you said earlier.
I said she was attractive. I said people find her attractive. I don't get excited, but I see why she's attractive. I see why Tiffany Haddish. I see why people like Ali Wong. I don't look at them and go, ooh, gimme.
Sounds like nobody does that for you.
Sydney Sweeney.
Sydney Sweeney.
Yeah. And then just random girls on Instagram.
I see.
Yeah, they good. They could get it. You know what I mean?
Thanks, Ashoka. If I could ask you this last question.
Oh, we're done already?
I mean, we done it for an hour and 8 minutes.
Yeah, but you're gonna edit it.
If I could send this video to you in 2030, In 5 years, what would you say to yourself, future self?
Ooh, so I'm telling my future self.
Something, yeah. Like either encouragement or
Oh.
some advice.
Ooh.
Or where would you
Should I look at the camera?
You can.
Bro, if it's 2030 and you're still living in the same apartment you were living in 5 years ago in Studio City with that same dead plant outside and still have not had a girlfriend, or you're not even getting no good stage time in Los Angeles, and you're not working as a professional comedian, and you haven't sold one of your screenplays, and if they have not been produced and done well in the box office or on streaming, and you are still in the same exact spot where you are, just older, you need to leave, go somewhere that's just quiet and nice, and when your money runs out, get that shit in Canada, take the pill, the injection, whatever it is, and get the hell out of here. All right? That's my promise to you.
Oh, it's so sad.
You gotta bounce, bro. 2030, you gotta bounce, bro. By 2030, you bounce.
I'm sure you have a good 30 years, 40 years to go.
No, that sounds good. 2030, I should bounce out. Yeah.
Are you looking forward to it?
To bouncing?
Yeah.
Depends. I mean, if things start popping, then no. But if not, if I'm still here, 2030, if 2030 starts coming up, then I might be like, okay, time to go. Start selling my shit. Well, I guess to pay for the pill.
Maybe it's not your personal issue, but LA that's the problem. Because I'm having similar issues as well. Not just me, but
yeah. No, LA definitely makes it worse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh well.
But if I could do comedy and have an income anywhere else, I think I'd be better.
I think I'll be happy like it.
Anywhere else. Maybe not Austin, because Austin I think feels like LA now. It'd be like the same, like, oh, who do you know? And you'd be doing shitty shows. And
oh, really?
I think so. It would have to be somewhere like
That's
Texas,
crazy.
Houston, or Chicago, or Wisconsin, somewhere where you're.
Or DC.
Maybe DC, maybe New York, but New York might be
similar.
I mean, New York's super expensive, so
yeah,
if I could afford to live in New York, I'll do New York again. That'd be dope, you know?
Yeah. Thanks, Ashoka.
That's it. We're done.
I learned a lot. Is there anybody who you would like to shit talk, like Franklin Yee or Joe Menente or anybody?
Do people do that? Have people shit talking people?
Not just you.
What do you mean, just me?
I feel like you have some people that you would like to shit talk about. Oh, by the way, Madison Bakis was on this podcast. She was saying positive things about you, but she was saying that you produced the show and that everybody bombed or something like that.
I think she said she bombed. You told me she bombed.
She was very upset, actually.
She was?
Yeah.
She's fine. She's doing fine, right? New York? She in New York?
Florida.
No, she's in Florida.
Yeah. I miss her.
You do?
Yeah, Madison was so good.
Who, what?
She was very good at comedy.
Yeah, she was very good. I thought, okay. You had a crush on her, huh? Did you have a crush on her?
I did, yeah.
Does she know?
No, she doesn't know.
Now
it doesn't even matter anyway.
Now she does. No, Madison.
Oh. You must have thought that she was funny too.
Yeah, no, yeah. She's a funny comic. Yeah. No, I respect Joe's hustle. He's Joe. Obviously, he knows he's got a lot of energy.
Nice.
But his hustle, he got that hustle.
Yeah.
I want him to succeed.
Yeah.
Now he's been.
Me too.
It's like, that'd be cool if he could have his jowling moment or whatever. That'd be cool for him because he.
Jowling Summers.
Yeah.
Oh.
She opened her club based off his, but she used it to her advantage and found her niche or whatever.
Wait, really?
She's huge now.
Wait, but she did it off of Joe?
Well, I don't know if she was inspired by his idea, so she opened the Hollywood.
Is it true?
I think so.
Oh.
Because Joe was he was the original slotted guy.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he's the one that originally, from my understanding, I could be wrong. Someone out there might be like, Ira Russo could be like, that's not true. I started one in my garage before Joe. I don't know, but the one that is most known to be the true beginning, I think, is Joe did his, and then people started copying it. Ooh, I'm going to do that. And so they would kind of take
That's awesome.
Yeah. So she did that, and she blew up.
You ever meet her?
Yeah, but I mean, not like
Oh.
just like, oh, hi, sign up for the mic
That's cool.
Yeah. or whatever.
Was it an Asian accent?
I think she had an accent.
You sounded like you were doing an accent just
Oh, she said, hi, sign up for the mic.
now.
I think she does an Asian accent.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, I wish that you find somebody very beautiful like Sydney Sweeney and your career blows up very soon.
Thanks, bro.
I don't want you to be late for the next mic as well.
Oh, well, now I have 45 minutes.
Thanks, Ashoka.
All right. Is that how they go?
That was fun.
I thought so.